All right, here's a great singles point between two great singles players. On the near side of the court in the blue is Dekel Bar, and on the far side of the court in black is Frank Anthony Davis. It's at the 2019 USA Nationals, Indian Wells, California. Let's look at the point one more time before we break it down. So let's start with the serve. You'll see Bar here serving, and he's standing pretty far to the left side of his court. And he's doing this for two reasons. First, he wants to make it easy that he can get his serve out to Davis's backhand. By standing a bit wider, it's easier to send the ball wider. As you can see here, Frank plays the backhand, so Bar is successful in that first goal. The second goal he has is he wants to set up a third shot forehand for himself. And by standing further to the left of the court where his backhand is, he creates a great opportunity to use his forehand. You see here he steps around to get that forehand that he wants. Now there's something else to notice here. Look how Bar has recovered inside the court, well inside the court, after hitting the serve. Now why is that? In singles pickleball, more so than in doubles, it's really important to take that third shot early, before your opponent has a chance to get to the net. And you'll see here, Bar's hitting this ball just as it's at its peak, almost before it's at its peak. So he's looking to play that ball early. And why is that? Well, you're going to see here that Davis, by the time Bar's hitting the ball, he is well back from the kitchen line. He's at about 3/4 court and still moving. So the odds are really in Bar's favor at this point. And you'll see he plays a great inside-out forehand. Davis has to lunge at this ball, just trying to get his paddle on it. And generally speaking, in singles pickleball at a high level, if you play a volley where you're reaching that much, you are going to be in trouble. Luckily for Davis, though, he gets that volley back pretty deep. Bar chooses to let the ball bounce, and this lets Davis get right up close to the line where he wants to be. Now here, Bar plays another great forehand, this time down the line. And once again, Davis has to stretch just to get his paddle on the ball. Now here's where I think the Bar made a bit of a tactical mistake. He tries to go back behind Davis, back towards his backhand. I think he was anticipating that Frank was going to cover the cross court, but Frank didn't. He's so quick and so agile. And so when Bar goes back behind Davis, Frank is able to change directions quickly and get to that ball. And what he does is he jumps the corner here, gets that ball while it's still nice and high, and look at the angle that he plays out wide into the open court, landing outside of the kitchen, so jumping the corner. So Bar makes a bit of a mistake, I think, by going back behind Davis, even though he had a bit of a wide open court on the cross court. Davis, however, has to make a great play and does make a great play to play the volley to the open court. Now, everything looks great and Davis goes on to win this point, but there is something you should notice. Take a look here at when Frank goes to jump the corner to get this ball. Now, the picture is not perfect here, and there is a referee standing there, but this looks clearly to me like Davis's foot is on the line as he's hitting this ball. And of course, if you're going to play an Ernie or if you're going to jump the corner and hit that ball out of the air, you have to take off from outside of the kitchen line. And of course, if you're standing on the line, you're technically in the kitchen. So this isn't Davis's fault. He plays the way he can. The refs call the way they see it. I do think, though, that Davis got away with one and Dekel lost out through no fault of his own. Regardless of the outcome and who should have won that point and who did win the point, it was a really great point. It's one of the reasons I love watching both Dekel Bar and Frank Anthony Davis play singles.